In this lesson, we will see how to subtract larger whole numbers by arranging them vertically. Let's say that we want to subtract the numbers 475 and 234. First, we have to make sure we line up the digits of the same place value in the same column. From the right, 5 and 4 are in the ones column, 7 and 3 are in the tens column, and 4 and 2 are in the hundreds column. Then, starting from the right, 5 minus 4 is 1, 7 minus 3 is 4, and 4 minus 2 is 2. Then we say that 475 minus 234 equals 241. In the next example, we will subtract 2,843 and 572. From the right, 3 minus 2 equals 1. And now, when subtracting 4 and 7, we see that this lower digit is greater than the upper digit. Therefore, we need to borrow. We will go to the column to the left and we will borrow 1. So we will cross 8 and we will write 7. Now, each time we borrow a 1, when we move it to the column to the right, it becomes a 10. And 10 plus 4 will make 14. Therefore, we will cross 4 and we will write 14. And now 14 minus 7 equals 7. And 7 minus 5 equals 2. And then we bring down the last 2. Then we say that 2,843 minus 572 equals 2,271. Now let's subtract 5,324 and 571. Starting from the right, 4 minus 1 equals 3. Then in the tens column, 7 is greater than 2, therefore we have to borrow. We will borrow a 1 from 3, so we will cross 3 and we will write a 2. Then when 1 is moved to the right, it becomes a 10, and 10 plus 2 makes 12. Therefore, we will cross 2 and we will write 12. Then 12 minus 7 equals 5. Now, in the hundreds place, we have to subtract 2 and 5. And again, 5 is greater than 2, therefore we have to borrow. We will go to the column to the left and we will borrow 1 from this 5. So let's cross 5 and write 4. And when we move 1 to the right, it becomes a 10, and 10 plus 2 will make 12. Therefore, let's cross 2 and write 12. And now 12 minus 5 equals 7. So let's write 7, then we will bring down 4. Now we can say that 5,324 minus 571 is 4,753. Now let's see a few more examples. We'll subtract 1,007 and 258. Starting from the right, when subtracting 7 and 8, we see that 8 is greater than 7, therefore we need to borrow. To the left of 7 we have a 0, and we can't borrow from 0. To the left of this 0 is another 0, and we can't borrow from this one either. Therefore, we will move to the left and we will borrow from this 1. So we will cross 1 and we will write a 0 over. Then when we move 1 to the right, it becomes a 10, and 10 plus 0 is still 10. So we will cross this 0 and we will write a 10. Now we need to borrow 1 from this 10 and move it to the right. Therefore, we will cross 10 and we will write a 9, and to the right we will have another 10. And now we have to borrow 1 from this 10, therefore we will cross it and we will write a 9, and when 1 is moved to the right, it will become a 10, and 10 plus 7 will be 17. Therefore, we will cross 7 and we will write 17. And now from the right, 17 minus 8 equals 9. So we will write 9. Then 9 minus 5 equals 4. And 9 minus 2 equals 7. And in the thousands column, we just have a 0 and we will not bring anything down. Then we will say that 1007 minus 258 equals 749. Now I want to show you how to do this subtraction using a different method. So I will write this exercise one more time to the right. 1007 minus 258. When subtracting 7 and 8, we need to borrow. And to the left of 7, we see 100. We are gonna borrow 1 from 100. Then when we take 1 from 100, we will have 99. And now when we move the borrowed 1 to the right, it becomes a 10, and 10 plus 7 equals 17. So we will cross 7 and we will write 17. Then from here, 17 minus 8 equals 9. 9 minus 5 equals 4, and 9 minus 2 equals 7. So we got the same result as the method to the left, and this method is also referred to as box-it method. It's called the box-it method because we took the zeros that are to the left of 7 together with the digit in front, and we formed a number. We box this number and then we borrow 1 from it. In this case, 100 minus 1 was 99. Now let's solve one more example. We'll subtract 42,083 and 3,791. From the right, 3 minus 1 equals 2. Then in the tens column, to subtract 8 and 9, we need to borrow. To the left of 8, we have a 0, and we can't borrow from 0. Therefore, we will move to 2. We will cross 2, and we will write a 1, and we will move 10 to the right. Now from this 10, we need to borrow 1, so we will cross it, and we will write a 9, and move 10 to the right, and 10 plus 8 will make 18. And now 18 minus 9 will be 9. In the hundreds column, 9 minus 7 equals 2. And in the thousands column, to subtract 1 and 3, we need to borrow. So let's cross 4 and write 3. Then to the right, 10 plus 1 will be 11. Then 11 minus 3 equals 8. And at last we will bring down 3. So 42,083 minus 3,791 equals 38,292. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.